So Firebug is a plugin for Firefox browser that lets you inspect web pages, inspect the HTML and the CSS, and make temporary changes to that HTML and CSS. So once it's installed, you'll get a little icon at the bottom of your screen, and it's an icon of a little a bug. So if you click that, it'll open up the inspector. So on the left hand side you get your HTML, on the right hand side you get your CSS. For the HTML you can click these tags, like to open and close the container tags, and then when you hover over like the tags, if necessary, you'll get that tag highlighted in your content. So for instance, I hover over container and you can see that all my content above is highlighted, and it also indicates that I've got margin and padding on there as well. Looking at body, I can inspect the style sheet as well. So what I can do is click on any of these properties and change it. So I'm going to change the font size, and I can use the arrow keys to move up. So I'm increasing the font size. So I increased it to 100%. I'll decrease it. I'm going to change the font. So I'm using the arrow keys again. Let's change the font family. I'm going to stick with Verdana, and I can also change the background as well. So using the arrow keys doesn't have any effect, so I have to sort of do it manually. So I'm going to choose black. So I've got a black background. I'll just reset that. You're not actually editing the actual style sheet of your file, you're editing a temporary version in the browser. So what you can do with this, if you're happy with that, is you can copy the stuff that you've changed. So just highlight it, which is you drag from the last line and drag across. It's a little bit fiddly. And just right click and copy, and then in your style sheet you highlight and paste and then save. So that's copied and pasted over the changes that you've made. I'll do another one. So say content. So I can change the style of content. So it hasn't actually got any styles at the moment, so I'm going to add some, and I'm going to see what adding different styles does. So like to add, you double click on the style there and you type in the style you want to add. So I'm going to do a background. So as I type, Firebug suggests tags for me. So backgrounds is suggested, so I just click enter, and then I can put in the property for it. So I'm going to do a colour, so I'll do a hash, and I'll do something like that, and you can see that it's changed the background there. I don't like that colour, whatever. So if I press enter, I can enter another property. So I may do something like border, enter 1 pixel solid and black, which is not. You can see that I get the properties. And if I want to copy that over, I do the same. I drag and copy that bit. I don't particularly need this other bit there. And then right click copy. Now if you've got a particular long CSS file, Firebug will tell you where in the CSS file this sort of style is. So it's in mystyle.css and line 45 there. So if I look in my style, it's my style, look for line 45, it's there. So I can just paste that in there. Then that's permanent. I've decided I don't particularly like that, so I'm just going to delete it. So I'll give you a few more examples. I'll just look on the story page and inspect this. If I click this inspect button, I can hover my mouse over the page, and in the bottom left box that bit of content is highlighted, and you can see the tags and the content there. So hover over the image and you get the image in the bottom left. And I'm going to work on this H1 style. You can see it's H1 class equals title. So I haven't defined it because it doesn't appear on this left, on this right hand side box. So in my style sheet I can just add that in there, so add it at the bottom. So I can do dot title and save that. And if I refresh Firefox, sometimes it does take a little longer. So there it's appeared, dot title. So I can do various things, maybe I'll change its colour to something different. Let's see, VB is too light. Still too light. I'll just choose a word. So I can scroll through these words. Yeah, brown's fine. And then I can also change the font. So I'll start typing font family, and then I'll choose Georgia, and I'll do the font size. I'll choose 1.5 M. Make it a little bit better. 2.5 M. So now I can copy that and paste it into the relevant CSS and save, and that's permanent. I can also, if I look at the image there, and the style that's controlling this, it's class's main image, and these are the properties for that. I can also look at layout, which shows me the dimensions of the actual object there, also the padding and the border and the margin. You can see that the margins are 0, 6, 0 and 0, so I can increase that and preview it. Then you can see the margins increasing here. 21. Now look at the style, and I can copy this. Look back in here. Well, actually, I need to look at what it's in line 70 of main image. So line 70 is there. So margin right, I just want to replace that. Margin right 21 pixels and save. And I'm quite happy with that.